Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me today. So I wanted to talk to you about bad payers, what to do about this, and how to prevent this happening in the future. Now, I know loads of you watching this will be like, oh yeah, I've got people that owe me money in my business. So every business, firstly, let's make you feel better. Every business will have an experience at some stage. I see it as a business rite of passage of somebody not paying, somebody just being a pain in the backside around money. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. So, first of all, see it as a good thing. Now, if you're thinking, what? How on earth is this a positive? Well, honestly, I think you can see it as a good thing. I see everything as a learning experience. So, this happens to me too. When something is not quite ideal, what is it trying to tell me is my first thought. So what could somebody not paying you money, somebody stalling, or people not paying on the day, or just, as I said, people just being generally a bit slow with releasing their money for your treatments, what is it trying to tell you? Is that you? Like, you often get how you are reflected back. I feel like we're like a mirror. You get it mirrored back. The world's like a mirror to you. So do you have money that you owe somebody? Are you like, oh, I don't pay a bill until I get, like, the final notification, the red bill, you've really got to pay it now? Is that you? So what is it trying to tell you when people aren't paying you money, or they're being slow, or someone owes you money? Is it you? Go fix it up. Go clean up. Is there some money issues you need to go and tidy up yourself? Is it mindset stuff? Is it that you kind of allow this to happen because you're just like, oh, I've like done the treatment, and then you're sort of standing there thinking, oh, they pay me, but you're not saying anything, and then nothing happens, and then you just kind of go, oh, okay, like, see you next time, and sort of stalk away to the car, slink away to the car, because you feel too awkward to ask for the money. So is it a lesson in money mindset management that is required? Do you need a bit of an upgrade there? Because maybe you're just allowing it to happen. Sorry if that sounds harsh, but this is trying to help. And I don't mind dishing out the occasional bit of kind, tough love. Or is it that you just need to improve the sort of systems and processes in your business so that people can pay online, people can pay in advance, that you have a better way of dealing with money? It could be all of them. So do let me know. I can't wait to find out. But as I said, there's something going on. There's a reason that this is happening. Okay, next thing, someone owes you money. What's the learning? 1, 2, you're going to have to talk to them about it. You've got to deal with the elephant in the room. Even if someone owes you £50 or $100, that still needs, like, why would you just let them, like, get away with that? If you went into a shop and took £50, $100, whatever it's worth of merchandise, that's called shoplifting. So why is it any different when you have performed a service? And, I very rarely did this happen to me, actually, in my riding instructor full-time days. But I used to definitely need to work my money mindset down, because I used to just be like, oh, you gonna, like, pay me? I'm standing here and I need to go. So you really do need to have a conversation. People owe you money, you need to have a conversation with them. I think the best way to deal with it before people start owing you money is, as soon as you've done the treatment, okay, so do you want to pay me like this, or do you want to pay me like this? I think very rarely people don't intend to pay you at all. I will talk about those type of people and how we don't want to attract those in a second. But honestly think, I used to find this when I was teaching, people would just be like so delighted with their lesson, with their horse, they're just on another planet. It hasn't actually occurred to them that you were standing there waiting to be paid because you need to get on to the next place. So ask for the money, quite simply. That's why much better to just say, like this or like this, like, what's the best way to pay me? You don't want to kind of go to the car like, oh, okay, like, bye, do you want to just sort of pay me next time? That's not how you should be running a business at all. So there's no, do you want to pay me like another day? It's, do you want to pay me like this, or do you want to pay like this? So But what about when you have a bad payer? What on earth are you meant to do when somebody owes you money? You need to talk to them. You need to address it. You need to have a conversation with them about it and make a plan. Like, why is it that they haven't paid you? Is it that they are just really absent-minded and they simply have forgotten their purse the last 2 times you've seen them? Okay, well, you need to pick up the phone, send an email, WhatsApp, whatever you normally communicate with them, and send them an invoice. Send them a way they can pay electronically. Is it that somebody is having I don't know, they've lost their job, they're getting divorced, they are strapped for cash right now at this moment? Could you make a plan? Is it simply that they have terrible cash flow and you treated the horse, I don't know, early in the month, middle of the month, and they get paid at the end of the month, and the last paycheck, that's all gone. So they're kind of living on thin air till the end of the month. Just find out, what is it that they need? Do they need to pay at a certain date? Do they need to pay in 2 installments? What is it they need? It's not okay for people to just owe you money and that just be the end of it. You need to get brave and have a conversation about it. Like I said, if I walked into, I don't know, Marks and Spencer's or a lovely tack shop and just was like, yeah, I think this is what I'm going to have. And then I was like, oh, I'll just take it now, guys, and I'll just pop back with the money next week, or maybe next month, or maybe in 3 months when I see you next. That's not okay. So why is that okay for your business? It's not okay is the answer. It's just we've got, excuse me, such crazy outdated money mindset issues in the horsey world in particular. Okay, it's a lesson. You've got to deal with it. How do you stop it happening in the first place? As with horses, prevention is often the best key for business as well. New people that you're a bit like, they were a little bit slow to pay before, get them to pay up front for sure. Why not? So many things that we book, we have to pay up front, don't we? I was booking hotels recently. You get a better deal if you pay up front, or some hotels want you to hold the car details and then pay on arrival. But there is no pay at the end of your stay. So why should it be like that for your business? Put your prices up. The best way to get rid of those kind of low vibe, I'm going to call them flaky people, people like cancel last minute. Oh, I've only got half the money now. Charge more. Honestly, putting your prices up, even if it's only by a couple of pounds or $5 or something, it's like a big energetic shift. It's like you signaling, no, finally, I've decided I'm worth more. I'm going to charge more. Those kind of bottom of the market people, they just will not be appearing. They will no longer want your services. And honestly, you don't really want those people, because the amount of hassle that they can generate, those last minute cancellations, those, oh yeah, here's some of it, they're paying you in like 20p's. Really the stuff of business dreams, is it? So put your prices up. It doesn't have to be, don't have to double your prices overnight, but you will find that those people appear less and less in your world. Make it easy. Get people to pay monthly. So loads of my clients do this. Have some kind of plan. Like, what is it people need from you? Do they need 4 treatments a year? Do they need 8 treatments a year? I don't know. Only you know the answer. Let's just say they need 8 treatments a year. Well, 8 times whatever you charge, divided by 12, they pay that amount every month. And then you pitch up every 8 weeks, dish out a treatment. Maybe not every week, that's not the right math. Okay, let's say it's 6 treatments a year and you come every other month. But the point is, they are paying you a regular monthly amount of money, and you have effectively been paid in advance for your services. Yes, it's up to you to keep a sense check that they don't get 6 sessions or whatever it is, 4 sessions really close together, and then you've kind of like left yourself open for not being paid the rest of the time. So, but that can work really well. It works really well for lots of my clients. So think about that. Cancellation policies that you actually enforce. Now, one of my clients had a real issue a couple of weeks ago. Loads of people cancelled, and we were talking about how this was a good thing, because do you know what? Now she has, it was annoying short term, I'm not brushing it under the carpet, but now she has a cancellation policy and she enforces it. Because how many of you are like, Yeah, I've got a cancellation policy. Have you ever actually used it? No. So have something in place that you are actually going to see through, follow through. Is it the full amount? Is it half the amount? You need to work out the detail, but have something in place for sure. Make it easier for people to pay you money. Like, I could be termed as a bad payer because I never, ever have any cash. I don't want to be a bad payer. I'm more than happy to pay somebody up front. But if on the day they're like, oh, I take cash, I'm like, awkward. I don't have any cash. Then they're like, oh, I'll like message you my bank details later. It's clean out my head. That might be like a day or two later before I actually get around to paying them, through no wish to delay sending them money, but because it's a faff. It's not as easy as it could be. If I could have paid them there on the day, if they were like, oh, here's my bank details, or they sent me their bank details in advance, or they were like, oh, pay me on PayPal, Stripe, here's an invoice, just click it and pay. Make it easy. And then I can just pay there and then on my phone. Now, I know some parts of areas that you cover, you're like, there's no signal. Okay, but you probably now know which bits have rubbish signal and which bits don't. So, you need a plan B. Those people, not all, you'll have lovely clients that always pay you regularly and you don't have a problem with. But for there's other people, get them paying in advance. Find a way around it. But ideally have an electronic version that people can be paying you there on the day. Like I said, I don't want to then have to wait for your invoice, open your invoice, then pay. It's just like a faff. I just want to do it there and then, but I am a bit rubbish with cash. If you only take cash, tell people that in advance. It is up to you to manage your clients. It's up to you to manage their expectations. It's up to you to give them a very clear step-by-step. We do this, then we do this, and then this happens. Make it clear. Make it easy for them to pay you. Cash flow or lack of cash flow can really cause problems in a business, particularly a small business. Don't let it hold you back. It can really stifle you. You should have plenty of money left over in a business each month. And as I said, the cash flow can be such a big bulk of it. Just make it easier. It really doesn't need to be complicated. I can't wait to hear how you get on, and let me know in the comments below what you're going to try first. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.